Well, today in a very special series of Influencers Inc., I have with me someone who is Punjabi Kudi in a foreign country. And thank you very much, Ruhee Dosani, for joining us today on Influencers Inc. I want to begin by asking you about this whole creators economy. We're seeing so many creators emerge amid this pandemic, and even before that. What is your view on how this whole creators economy is evolving and booming?
I feel like first of all, hi. I'm really excited to be here, like happy to talk to you. And thank you so much for having me. Um, I feel like creators right now, it's like, see, this is, if y'all don't know, I have a work, like I have a full-time job on the side. So putting out your creativity on a social media platform and people recognizing you after, like people loving your work, people learning from you, it's a beautiful platform, like just to get your talent out, because sometimes people are just stuck. They feel like they cannot put like what they have out there. So I feel like it's the best platform to connect to people, to show what you have. And sometimes it works out of nowhere. Like I won't say I've been doing content creation for a long time. Like it was just an Instagram platform for me. And as soon as something got like viral out there, and I was like, you know what, this is a really good, like it feels great to make people feel better, I would say, in some way, because of the messages I get, and I can see it how people are getting happy to just watch me do what I do in general. I feel like it's the best feeling, like just to make people happy, especially in at like this time, what's going on outside. So I feel like it's a very good platform to show your talent, to showcase everything you've got. And it's open, you can do whatever you want on social media. So
So, Ruhi, tell us a little bit about how you decided to do what you do on Instagram. What was the thought process, and how did you really decide that this is what my audience likes to watch? This is what is working out for me.
So I feel like when I started out, it was like I had no idea. I was like, okay, I'm getting views. This is like, people are liking it. Now, what is content? To be honest, I've learned so much in the past year, like even by meeting people who are like creating content, like in depth, I've learned so much. And everybody has a niche, everybody has a specific audience, everybody has their own style. I feel like that's how you learn, is like, even like I catch myself like all the time watching so many reels, and sometimes you just like get so many ideas that you just have to like write it down. For me, if I sit and think about, okay, I'm going to think about a content today, what I'm going to post tomorrow, I will never get an idea. But I feel like just listening to people or talking to people, with usually my friends, I'm like, what kind of song, like you would like to hear next, like what, like if I'm dancing or something, what do you think I should do next? I get so many ideas, especially, who's my number one idea giver is my mom and my brother, like my family. They're all into, they're like, what, connect, like Navratri is coming, do Garba, like do something like festival related. So I feel like for me, it's family, like anybody, any age group, everybody can watch it. Everybody can like sometimes relate to it if I'm posting relatable content. Um, but yeah, that's how usually, like for me, it's more of like music, because that's what gets me moving. And I feel like my music collection is also so not like, I don't like to use the trendy music. I always go for like what's in my playlist. And it usually comes like when I'm like driving and I'm listening to a song, and it's like, I'm like, okay, I can like think about something related to the lyrics or something, and I can just like create my own content on it. So for me, that's how it works. Usually jingles, like advertisement jingles works a lot. And cartoon, like back in the days we used to watch Ninja Hattori, so all that main like theme songs that gets you like nostalgic. I feel like that's what gets my content moving.
Right. Ruhi, tell us a little bit about Bollywood and how you chose that as the main genre for your content, because we see all kinds of Bollywood songs on your timeline. I mean, I don't think it's even decade specific, it's just across the board. So, how did you decide that Bollywood is my calling and that's what I'm going to create content for?
See, I'll tell you one thing. I'll give you, this is the kind of, I'm putting out like what I'm going to post soon. It's like, when I go to a party and I hear EDM songs or like, like just normal music genre, I'm like, okay, it's fun, but it's not getting me grooving and moving. You know what I mean? So I feel like as soon as I go to a Bollywood party, I have friends over here who have Bollywood parties too. And I'm like, it's a different energy. It feels like home. So I feel like Bollywood has a music type, like, that gets everybody like hype. Like even if you're sitting, let it be in a wedding or any function, Bollywood song. You hear any normal DJ song playing, nobody will get up. But let it be any like typical Shanta Bai type or lyric, like typical song that is like, what? I just feel like you're just moving and grooving to it. I feel like that's what catches my eye. And even in Bollywood, there are like a lot of type of, different type of music nowadays. They're recreating songs too. I like to focus on 90s music. When I was in India, I was brought up in India like for 15 years, enjoying the festival, especially in Mumbai, different type of festivals, different type of songs, mixes. So I feel like for me, Bollywood is like, of course, right here. I do have a different playlist. Let it be like it's mixed, but Bollywood gets me going. So
I'm going to ask you a little bit about what's on your playlist, but that's a little later. Before that,
definitely.
Ruhi, I want to talk to you a little bit about, the different genres that are there. Are you looking at diversifying? A lot of content creators out there are looking at creating more educative content for the masses, content that's really relevant. Of course, music is something that connects everybody, but they're looking at more educational content that's more relatable of that sort. So, is that something on your mind in terms of creating education through music? Is that a good theme that fits with you?
Definitely. I feel like I created a couple of videos related to no smoking, no drinking. You know what I mean? Like I'm dancing, but it has a message. And I feel like that does have a different, like, it's like people are like saying that you're dancing and giving a message out too. So I feel like that works very well because just dance, I'm not even a dancer to be honest. So it's just dancing. It gets difficult for me to like, choreograph a whole dance video. Plus I have so many people around me to explain them everything. So I feel like when it's like a particular, like no drinking and driving type of thing, right? It's easy to explain people because I'm giving out a message too and I'm having fun with it. So educational like content, it's of course it's very important. I feel like you need to just try out different things. I don't think anybody's ever heard me talking in my videos, right? I will try and bring that out too, little by little. I just need certain, like, because you watch and learn a lot, right? Everybody is so fast, like everybody's moving so quick and content based right now. So I feel like you just need to get whatever is in your head and like put it out there right away. I have literally shot a whole video and I have like my own friend, like who I usually we don't talk, but that person posted the video that morning when I was going to post it the same evening time, right? Literally the same mindset. So I feel like all content creators are like thinking so much alike, right? And I feel like just thinking out of the box, it gets difficult. It gets very like draining too, energy draining, like everything. But I feel like once you get it and once you put it out there, it's just so much fun. So I feel like my favorite thing is I think educated, like the whole giving a message out there and just doing what I do, which is like dancing.
And you have a very interesting team also that you're working with. We see them in across your videos as well. So how did you find this team who's also equally passionate about Bollywood music? Do they even understand that Bollywood as a genre is so big in India and what kind of masses they're really appealing to?
All my friends, they are into music, let it be anything, right? So once I like play a song or if we're shooting, they would want to know what it is because to get into that character, to get into that dancing group, you need to know what you're dancing on. I'm just not gonna like play anything and be like, do this. All of them, like my whole team, they're not even like, even they're not like professional dancers. So when you tell them what it is, like, especially if you said educated, like I'm like, okay, so we're going to put out a message. We're going to tell them that, listen, smoking is injurious to health, but we're going to dance and portray that out. So they're like, okay, we got you. And I have to literally explain them every part. By the end of the shoot, they start singing the song too. So they are all hyped. They're all about the culture. They love, like the love they get from people. They love it. They're all into about it. Like everybody I meet.
Final question on monetization before I go to the fun rapid fire. Do content creators really make money out there? Like, is there money in content creation? Can that be your
Um,
full-time job?
I mean, you're giving me new news. What are you talking about, Priya? We need to talk after second. I would say, see, I did not know anything until last year. People do make money through branded content. So if let it be any brand coming towards me, and if I have a creative idea, I put all my mind in it. Like I'm just like, my niche is dancing. but how can I put the brand out there? So I feel like through brands, we definitely do. I wished Instagram paid for normal views and videos. Yeah, but nah, it's all about like the brands you get. Yes, you do get paid.
All right. On that note, we're going to do a very fun rapid fire with you, Ruhee. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Small.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
All right. So, which is your favorite era of Bollywood music? Which do you feel it is?
90s. I was born in 90s. 90s music was the best. 90s and early 2000, I would say.
Okay. What are the top 3 songs on your playlist?
Why would you ask me 3, Priya? Oh my God. Okay. Right now, I would say right now, it's Lover by Diljit Dosanjh. It's wow. I love slow songs. My songs all dancing are all fast, but Man Parya 2.0 is, yes, it's amazing. And I have one song. It's a very underground song. I don't know if you know about it. It's called Ja Tujhko. It's also a slow song. My playlist consider like it has sad music, but it makes me happy.
Who is your favorite Bollywood personality in the singing space, music space?
In the singing space, I love Bipra, of course. I love Amivir. In Bollywood, I have so many.
If you had to pick one.
A.R. Rahman is, of course, like the legend. I'm not going to say anything. I see you're going to put me in a spot. I have a list. So, yes, I would say the top 3 for now, though. A.R. Rahman, I would say Amivir, and I said Bipra.
Okay. Singing or dancing? What is your preference?
I so wish I could sing, but dancing. I actually do sing, but not. I sing only like religious songs, like in the Gurdwara and everything. But I love singers, but I would pick dancing any day.
Okay. Which is one favorite dancing move that you feel will really take off going forward? And if you could just demonstrate that for us.
I am not standing up at the
No, it's a sitting dance that we're talking about.
Dance. Right now, I know this is the main, but see, for me, it's always shoulders. So I'm gonna demonstrate. I'm just gonna go with normal shoulder. Like, let me just do this.
Okay.
That's it. That's what you sitting. That's all I can do, right?
Okay, your top 3 content creators.
Oh, top 3. I love the whole focused Indian group. Definitely Saurabh, like Karan, everybody. I have. They have to be Indian.
Not necessarily.
I love. Oh my God, I don't know his name. You know what? I'm just gonna go with right now. Kodiko, if you know Kodiko, he's a YouTuber though. So that
Yeah,
if that makes
okay. Yeah.
that Kodiko is, I think that's my love. And wow, that's a difficult question too. I would say Ashish Chanchlani though, but again, he's a YouTuber. I don't like content creators is a big list, so I would go with these 3.
Okay, one quote that you live by.
One quote that I live by. I'm gonna sound so cliche, but you only live once. It's so cliche, but I do things like that. I love risk.
Okay, if you had to pick between Badshah or Diljit Dosanjh, your favorite.
Diljit Dosanjh.
If you had to choose one cuisine, Indian or American, which one would you choose?
Indian any day. I literally go and find Indian food everywhere here too.
Okay, and a final question before I let you go. One city that you'd like to settle down in, which you feel is very, very underrated.
What was the question again?
One city that you'd like to settle in, which you feel is very, very underrated.
Oh wow! I always wanted to go to Barcelona. I don't know why. I think I've always wanted to go there. Spain, basically. But yes, I feel like yes, that is definitely underrated too.
All right, Ruhee. Thank you very much for being a part of Influencers Inc. It's been a real pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Priya, for having me.